Hi guys, welcome to Tarot in the Dark. My name is Tori, and tonight we're gonna get this retrograde got me bent, y'all. We're gonna just kind of dig in and see what the Holy Spirit has for us. I have been meditating on the energy and just felt like the Holy Spirit wanted me to just jump in and do a reading. So first, let's just ground ourselves, get ourselves centered. I am gonna play my sound bowl, so just caution there. So guys, when I was meditating, I heard Randolph. Not sure who he is, but there must be a message in here for Randolph. So Randolph, what's going on, buddy? Spirit loves you. All right, guys. I'm also hearing Sandy, Stefan, Jessica, Larry, and Janisha. All right, so I'm not sure who they are, but if I do get channeled messages, I will call them out. All right, Holy Spirit, what messages do you have for us today? Thank you for allowing us to come into your presence. You're speaking clearly to us. Give us peace and shalom. Give us exactly what it is that we need to hear to help us to grow, to be more enlightened, and walk in more love. Holy Spirit, thank you. Ooh, holding space for love. Wow, this is beautiful. I love this deck. This is the, let me tell you guys the name. This, it's in my description, but it's the Guides of the Hidden Realms Oracle. I love this deck. Gotta make sure I'm recording. At the bottom of the deck is Order in the Forest, cleansing, releasing resentments, and making amends. Yeah, I'm picking up on forgiveness energy for sure, guys. I was picking up on that when I was meditating. And we've had lots of crazy things happening in the ethers is what I call it. But anyhow, I recommended in another video to watch some astrologists that I watch. I don't deem or claim to be an astrologist at all. I don't even know much of anything about it, but I do believe that it is true, valid, and representative of what, for me, for sure, what happens in my life. So my suggestion or my recommendation would be to check out Sirius Joy. That's Sirius Joy. I love him. He's fantastic. His channel's amazing. And also I watch Lunatic Astrology. So if you watched my video the other day, was a spirit guided, like a downloaded message. I mentioned that there was a channel I started watching recently and I couldn't remember the name. That's it. It's Lunatic Astrology. And she's freaking phenomenal. She has predicted several things to happen, some of which have already happened, and she's just very energetic. She's an Aries and just has a great personality. So check her out, guys, if you are looking for some astrology information. So what I'm picking up on with this holding space for love, ooh, and there's a 9 here too. It's almost like you've come to the end of the road, the end of the chapter of embracing and accepting what it is that you truly desire. You could have been in conflict or in confrontation with yourself in regards to whether or not you really wanted something. You could have been resistant to something, and I'm seeing a release. I'm seeing a release of control. So I just got this vision. What the Holy Spirit is showing me is there was like a wagon. It's an old wagon, like an old wagon in like a cowboy movie, and it was latched on to like the horses, like the carriage, you know, where the horses carry the sorry you guys know I'm doing everything with my hands all the time, but it's the horse that was carrying the carriage. And when you take the carriage off of the horse's like saddle or whatever, right, that's holding them, there was like a clunk, and it was like a release, and I just saw this huge weight just drop. So something happened and recently in your life to where you dropped the weight. You're no longer carrying the weight of whatever this burden is, this situation is that has been holding you back and restricting you. This could have been holding you back or restricting you for the last 9 years. 9 months, 9 years. I'm definitely picking up on 9 years. And I'm also picking up on you kind of trying to peel back the layers over the last several years or months. Take it as it resonates, but I'm picking up on years. Over the last years, you've been trying to release this burden. It's like I'm seeing roses being unraveled, right? So it's almost as if it's in the middle of that rose was nothing but chaos and conflict. And over the years, you've been trying to peel back the layers of the rose like an onion by releasing little bits at a time. But what I'm picking up on is a constrictive energy. So it's almost like you didn't have any control over this weight that you've been feeling, like this burden. And something happened recently, maybe with we have a new moon coming up tomorrow. Today's the I think today's the 3rd, so the 4th we have a new moon tomorrow. But it could have been that, it could have been that full moon that we had. I think we had a full moon in Capricorn recently. Those things will allow you to release. Something happened, and something happened, like I'm feeling like a quickening spirit or quickening energy, like a tower energy, and something happened to allow the burden to be released. What you don't realize is that by you releasing that burden, you're actually opening yourself up to love. And wait, let me rephrase this because Spirit just interrupted me. It's not you releasing the burden. The burden was released off of you. Something triggered that. You could have been praying and asking God to remove this burden. You could have been praying and asking God to just alleviate the pain and the suffering that you've been going through for so long. You were desperate, but I think something that happened in this situation is you put yourself first. And something in that triggered, and I'm just picking up on the downloads that I'm getting, guys, but something in you loving yourself triggered this holding space for love, and it allowed the weight from that carriage to be dropped. So, ooh, thank you, Spirit, thank you. So it's almost as if you were the horse carrying that weight of the carriage. So when you have a carriage, guys, the weight of the carriage is 444 on the clock, guys. So this message is definitely for somebody. The weight of the carriage is not the horse's. It doesn't belong to the horse. But you've been the horse is what I just heard Spirit say. You've been the horse. So you've been carrying the weight of others for so long. For so long. Again, I'm picking up on 9 years. Could have been longer, but I'm picking up on 9 years. You've been carrying the weight of others, and that's what's being released. You somehow dropped that, and I think you dropped that in your discovery of self and in your ability to finally say, I'm going to put my desires above everyone else's. Wow, guys, this is beautiful. This is powerful energy. It's almost, ooh, I just picked my crown back up and put it back on. Wow. Wow, powerful. You've done some serious, deep healing work. This also, too, is reminding me of the daily message from Spirit. So go and check that out. It's about making spirit proud, I think was the title of it, but it's only like 60 seconds, 50 something, 60 seconds probably, but go and check that out, because that's what this is reminding me of right now. Is like, you've made God proud by finally doing what he's been trying to get you to do for years. And it's very mothering energy that I'm picking up from the person that I'm reading for. So it's as if you weren't doing it out of maliciousness. You weren't carrying the burden and carrying the weight of that carriage for any reason other than the fact that you love people and you want to take care of them. You could have also been taught that that was the right thing to do, is to put others' beliefs and ideas and their desires above your own. You could have been taught that you don't need to put yourself in the front or assert yourself, and that, you know, you kind of just go along with things and do for everyone else and make them more important than yourself. Okay. How do you want me to explain that though? Okay, so it's what I heard was you've been riding the coattail of others. Okay, but you're supposed to be leading the way. You're supposed to be leading the pack. Wow. So this has something to do with self-acceptance, like in its entirety. Like, hey, I'm no longer the tail. I'm supposed to be the head, right? Okay. Alrighty. So let's see what else the Holy Spirit has for us. Guys, this is such a beautiful card. I'm just super intrigued by it, and I just want to sit in this energy because it's just so beautiful, and there's such a story in this. Like, I'm being drawn to her throat right now, speaking up for herself. So you're learning how to speak up for yourself, or you have recently learned how to stick up for yourself. And Spirit is drawing me to her head, but it's not the crown, but it's the crown chakra. So something about your crown chakra, which the crown chakra, you know, that connects you to the outside world. It's your connection to the outside world, but also too, it's your connection to Spirit. So you may have gone through some enlightening and been doing your spiritual practices. I mean, that's one super amazing way to get to self-love. Look, abundance is here and the past is here. Wow, no longer allowing the past to keep you from the things that you truly desire. That's awesome, guys. You could be afraid or concerned. Like, I'm stepping out on faith here, but I don't know what's going to happen. It's like a big mystery to you. But you're blindly and willingly able and desiring to take this risk. So you're taking it. You're like, I don't care, I'm taking this risk. Taking the risk. And hyper-focused on gaining everything that you lost. I heard the devil's going to give me back everything that he stole. This is beautiful, guys. This is beautiful energy. You have literally done the work. This is another one of those making Spirit proud moments, you know. This is awesome. Wow. So we have moon dance, celebration, and moon set, releasing. And at the bottom of the deck, we have boundaries. You've been putting your boundaries in place. You're not allowing those to walk, other people to walk all over you. You're not allowing those around you to take precedence over yourself. You're saying, no, I'm not doing that anymore. You're ready to celebrate. You're ready to dance. You're ready to start enjoying life, is what I heard. And you're releasing the things that prevent you from enjoying that. Right? This is a release of this. So this, let me just tell you guys how I'm reading this. Let me figure out how to put it into words. So this moonset, this releasing is about releasing the fears, releasing the self-sabotaging ideas and thoughts, releasing the negativity, releasing the judgment of on yourself and of others, right? You're releasing that. You're saying, no, I feel guided to do this. I feel guided to go in this direction. I feel guided to stay here. I feel guided to stay there. Whatever it is, you are going within and you are trusting your intuition. You're trusting spirit. You're trusting that you are more than capable of making the right decisions. And that's something you've never been able to do before. You've always inquired of others or of spirit, like, God, please just give me the answer. Please give me the answer. And, you know, this year, more recently is what I'm feeling. You've been being pushed to make the decisions yourself. And you finally did. There's something that you did. You finally said, I'm gonna just do this. I have to just put myself first here. I'm gonna step out on faith, do this, and hope that it turns out in my favor. And you're releasing anything that could potentially hold you back. You're releasing anything that blocks the light to be shown upon you. Well, there's a celebration coming. This card's not here for no reason. There's a celebration coming, and that celebration is going to come because of your tenacity, because you've been so strong and powerful and just capable, and because you're taking the risk. Wow. And it's almost as if spirit was just waiting for you to take the risk. Like, when you take the risk, then I'll show up, right? But take the risk. And also too, like, I'm hearing you needed to make a decision. You were indecisive and unable to just stick to one thing. And because of that indecisiveness, you are being held back. Your indecisiveness and your ability to, or your inability to put yourself first has been what's kept you from getting everything that you desire. But because you have been releasing those ideas, those thoughts, those are judgments. They're also bondages and, you know, things that have kept you held back for so long. Because you've released those things, now you're going to celebrate. Excuse me. All right, guys, let's take a look at this. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. 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 Oh my God, look at this, guys. Look, this was split like this. So I want to just show you guys. The Devil and the King of Wands. It was actually like this. The Devil and the King of Wands. I'm going to take it this way because I'm going to tell you, wow. Yeah. Okay, thank you, Holy Spirit. Let me show you guys what he's showing me. He's like, this is how this is reading. This is how you're to read it, right? This is crazy. So because this is the Two of Swords, the Four of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Three of Cups. The Two of Swords, you see it came out in reverse, but I don't need to read it that way because the energy speaks for itself. So I don't read reversals. I just flip them upside down. I like to show you guys though first. So I don't know why my throat is so dry. Probably this dang Palo Santo, because it just dries my throat out. Where I live, my allergies are terrible, guys. So anyways, I'm just going off on a tangent. That may be you too. You may have been talking too much. You may have been talking too much, but not seeing enough. So anyhow, that's a little message for somebody. But the message here is because you were refusing to take the blindfolds off of yourself. This is about self-reflection. Because you were refusing to look at yourself, and accept and embrace yourself. You're trying to control the outcome of the situation. You are trying to control maybe other people, maybe wanting things to turn out the way that you wanted them to turn out, and not being willing to just release to spirit and say, whatever it is that you want is what I want, and I'm really like on board with that. Because you were unable to release those ideas and judgments of on yourself too. This Two of Swords with the Four of Pentacles is some self-sabotaging here too, guys, if I can be honest with you. It's about holding back and basically not seeing the truth of the situation because you want to control the narrative, right? You're trying to control the narrative. Because of that, you've been preventing yourself from receiving this abundance. This Ace of Pentacles is the initiation of abundance, but it's material things and it's also tangible things, right? It's the material, it's the world that we live in, the things that you desire physically in this world. So that could be a house, that could be a car, that could be a job, that could be more money coming in. Because of your unwillingness to release your need to control. Also too, I'm picking up on with this Three of Cups, guys, I'm picking up on you wanted to control who could and couldn't be in your environment too. Take that as it resonates. But there's something about that that's what I just heard. Is that there was a desire to control who and what could be in your environment. Like maybe you didn't want, like, okay, for example, say you have a coworker at work that you just really don't like. You're like, oh my God, I can't stand her. You're like, God, you got to give me a different job because I don't like her and I can't work here. And if I got to stay here, if she's going to stay here, then there's no way I'm going to work here. So give me a different job. And God's like, well, what if I'm trying to teach you a lesson with her? Like, what if I have something that she's going to teach you so that you can be more loving and kind and gracious? And there's lessons in these situations with other people, right? But this is trying to control the narrative of who and what God uses to get you what it is that you desire. There you go. Bam. That's the message. That's the message. Because of that, you've been holding yourself back. And what you've done recently is release that. Can you clarify the cards we have here, Holy Spirit, please? Oh, so this could have to do with love. Definitely could have to do with love. You could have been trying to control who God has for you. Like maybe you're like, I don't want them. Yeah, this has to do with love, family, your home life. Yeah, you're trying to control. You were. Remember, this has been released. You were trying to control the dynamics of your love life. I'm also picking up on you were refusing to look at your love life for what it truly was. Now, the only reason we try to control and pull back and hold back from people is when they do something to us. When they do something to us. But what I'm picking up on is that instead of trying to work on this situation within your family dynamics, within with your coworkers, this could be siblings too, it could be parents, it could be children, any type of family dynamics, it could be a spouse, anything that has to do with the family or people that you deal with as a community. So that's why I'm bringing up work too, because this could have to do with the coworker, because you didn't like them because they did something to you. Right? So the Four of Pentacles shows up when someone does something to us, someone offends us, then now I want to control this, right? It also, that's not the only reason why, but it also shows up when we are like, I don't feel safe here. I don't want to give that person control over me. I don't want my coworker to get to be my boss next week. You know, like things like that will affect you and cause you to say, I'm going to withdraw and pull back, and I want to try to figure out how to resolve this on my own, because that's also what the Four of Pentacles is for me too, is not allowing God to run your life. It's you trying to do it by yourself. So because of whatever the situation was in the past, whatever this person did to you, whatever this situation did to you, that caused you to pull back your energy, to withdraw, but it also caused you to kind of go into a kind of like a hermit mode is what I'm picking up on, to where it was like, oh, I'm not going to really like deal with this. If I have to, I will, but I don't really want to. And the reason why is because I don't really like them. And so because I'm picking up on some like divergence energy as well, where it's like, I don't want to deal with this situation. So I'm going to divert and go over here. I'm going to move to the left because I don't want to deal with what's on the right side of me. And because of that, that's prevented you from getting the opportunities and the things that you desire. Like I said, I very loud and clearly was told this is the start of abundance with that Ace of Pentacles. And that's what you've been missing out on. Also, too, I'm picking up on you've been looking elsewhere for the abundance when the abundance could be right in front of you. That Two of Wands there is indicative of looking outside and trying to make a decision. So it's like you weren't settling or realizing even, oh, thank you, Holy Spirit. Oh my God. I love when he just like breaks stuff down to me, not realizing that the abundance comes from within you. So you've been looking outside of you for this stability, for this love, for the peace, for the abundance to start flowing in. Wow. So guys, this could have something to do with the storylines that I just mentioned to you a moment ago, but this has a lot to do with you. There are other people involved, and the energy that I get from that Three of Cups, although Three of Cups is typically about celebrations and, you know, enjoying the community and the people around you, that's not the energy that I got when I pulled that card. The energy that I got from that Three of Pentacles was that somebody was shady, especially considering the Four of Pentacles and the Two of Wands come out with it. That's like shade energy to me. So it's like this person, somebody offended you. There's somebody in your community that you don't care for. And it's almost as if you've been trying to like get away from them. That's what I'm picking up on. You've been trying to get away from them. But because you're deciding to put yourself first, now you have the opportunity to advance with the Wheel of Fortune here. And also too, I'm picking up on like a clearing away of all of the relationships, community members, things like that, coworkers that have been like shading you. Because this is like giving me like jealousy vibes too. It's so weird how like the Holy Spirit like gives me these. I can like actually feel these like energies, and it's just so weird how it's not what you think by looking at the cards. So your strength and your ability to overcome has led to the success that you're going to see, because you're working your way towards this. This is, I'm also seeing this as like a timeline. So the Ace of Pentacles is moving you into your Two of Cups. This is the stable relationship. This could also be stability within yourself if you're single, right? So you'll have stability within yourself, the ability to be able to look yourself in the mirror and say, this is what I desire. And until I get that, I'm not settling. In addition, the Ten of Pentacles is long-term legacy, abundance, and stability in the material world, as well as in a physical state. So the Ten of Pentacles is like, I'm going to be healthy and I'm going to be wealthy. That's how the Ten of Pentacles, what the Ten of Pentacles represents to me. Health and wealth, longevity in life, right? I'm going to have family and friends and community people around me who are going to support me, and I will do the same for them. This is reciprocity too. All right, so let's just see if we can get a few more cards. Oh, there goes that Hermit that I was feeling earlier. One more, please, Holy Spirit. Ooh, yeah, check you out. Check you out. And Justice is at the bottom of the deck here. Yeah. Yeah, see, your past had you holding back. The past had you holding back. And it also caused you to be unstable within yourself. And you're coming out of that energy. You definitely, guys, definitely have been doing the work. You've been doing the spiritual work to get you to the other side of this. And I think, too, there was some, I think I mentioned this earlier, so it's going to be repetitive, but you are demanding reciprocity from the people that want to be around you. You're demanding that they give you what it is that you deserve, and you're no longer willing to accept breadcrumbs. You're no longer willing to accept breadcrumbs. You're like, I can do this by myself. I'm stable. I know my worth. I know my value. That's the Queen of Pentacles. And I also know that I can be fruitful and I can multiply and create exactly what I think and thought I needed from someone else for myself, right? You're like, I don't need you to take me out on a date. I can take myself out on a date. I don't need you to buy me this. Look at me. I'm over here, 10 of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune, Ace of Pentacles. I am abundance. I am abundance. And because of that, I am celebrating. I am dancing. And I'm releasing anything and anyone that tells me that I can't do it, or that I'm incapable, or that it's not going to happen for me. You're releasing those limiting ideas, behaviors, and thoughts that have been holding you back. And because of that, you're pushing yourself into abundance. It's almost like you balanced out the scales. Wow, Holy Spirit. That's awesome. Oh my gosh, extraordinary. There's a wild and impetuous uniqueness to you that deserves to be honored. One more message, Holy Spirit. This is beautiful, guys. You've been putting in the work. Wow, divine flow. I love this. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. And look at what's at the bottom of the deck. And I have to call this out because this is what you've overcome. This is what's been overcome. This is the hidden energy here. Intention without surrender can be a fast path to delusion. So what you've done is you've surrendered to the divine. You've surrendered to God. You're like, I'm not going to fight anymore. I'm not going to go tug of war with you anymore. I'm tired. I'm releasing this. I'm releasing this so that I can flow. I'm releasing the people. I'm releasing those individuals so that you can allow my life to flow pleasantly and peacefully. Divine flow. Eventually one sublime desires, forgive me guys. Eventually one sublime desire takes precedence over all others, to follow the Tao, the divine flow, at all cost. So the Tao is simply that, the divine flow. You're no longer resisting the flow. You're going with it, and you're saying, however you choose to provide this to me, I'm trusting that it's going to be extraordinary. There's a wild and impetuous uniqueness. Impetuous uniqueness. I think I'm saying that wrong. There's a wild and impetuous uniqueness to you that deserves to be honored. Look at the beauty that you possess. How I'm being shown these are feathers usually on the peacock, but the feathers, the little eyes of the feathers that are on the peacock, these are all nuggets of wisdom that you've gained from releasing this stronghold. You've overcome and conquered the devil. Overcome and conquered your fears. Standing strong and being courageous. And it's almost like these are crowns that are being placed, or that have been placed on you, like badges of honor. You should be proud of yourself. You should continue to honor and value who you are, because you, my friend, have beautiful, beautiful, beautiful things coming in. Beautiful, beautiful energy. Beautiful job. You've done fantastic. If no one has told you today, I am so proud of you. God is so proud of you. You should be honored and valued. I mean, godly, like there's nothing else to say, but the value of you is far more precious than rubies and gold. May God bless you. I can't wait to hear about all of the abundance that's coming your way. And more importantly, I can't wait to see the spiritual growth that's occurring within you be given and shared with the rest of us. God bless you guys. Thank you for watching. This is such a beautiful and powerful, dynamic reading. You deserve every single thing that's here. You are extraordinary, my friend. Have a great night. Bye.